we will be discussing about change in center of gravity of ship according to when mass added or removed or due to shifting of masses. So we will be discussing the conditions to the change in center of gravity when mass added or removed, change in the position and all of masses. Center of gravity plays a significant role in ship stability. We all know that. Adding or moving masses from one point to another or another direction will affect the position of center of gravity. So let's assume first condition means if center of gravity changes due to adding weight or due to loading, what will happen? If we add mass of ship's forward starboard side, center of gravity will get shifted to the direction of mass added, and center of gravity will change whether it is longitudinal, transverse or vertical direction. Now we are considering a scenario means consider the mass of ship as m and center of gravity as g and distance of center of gravity from keel as h. Now if we add a mass m1 to the ship, its center of gravity g1 distance shift from keel to the center of gravity that represent h1 respectively. So if we add little mass, that is m1, then its center of gravity will change. We know that the moment of whole system, that is added weight plus total ship weight, then about the keel is equal to the moment of individual masses about the keel. Then as a representation mathematical way we say mh1 will be h2 will be equal to mh plus m1h1. So here m means m plus m1 means mass of ship plus mass of added weight, that is total mass, that mass of ship plus mass of added weight also, and h2 will be new distance of center of gravity from keel. Then h2 will be mh plus m1h1 divided by m plus m1. It is equation number 1. So shift or change in center of gravity that we represent as gg2 will be equal to distance of new center of gravity from keel, that is h, minus distance of old center of gravity from keel, that is small letter h. Then gg2 will be h2 minus h. Then after from the we place the equation number 1 here, then it will be converted to mh plus m1h1 divided by m plus m1 minus h will be equal to m1 into h1 minus h divided by m plus m1. So after concluding the we will get equation m1 into h1 minus h divided by m plus m1. In that h minus h1 means distance between center of gravity if weight added or removed. So what we can say that conclude this shift or change in center of gravity, that is gg2 will be equal to the mass added into distance between center of gravity of weight added or removed according to the total mass in this scenario. Now we are considering another condition means center of gravity changes due to shifting of weight. Before we consider the first scenario means if we by loading, if we add weight. Here scenario means shifting of weight. Here means consider same mass moving into a new position as shown. If it is coming down here, the new distance to center of gravity will be g3 of moving mass from keel is h3. By distance between the weight will be shifted as d. So here will be distance of center of gravity from keel to the change in weight will be m1h3 plus mh divided by m1 plus m, or change in center of gravity g2 g4 will be equal to h2 minus m1h3 plus mh divided by m1 plus m. So finally conclude we will get the formula m1 into h1 minus h3 by m1 plus m. Here we can say h1 minus h3 will be equal to the d, that is distance by which weight is shifted. That will be obtained from the formula. Therefore shift in the center of gravity will be m1 d by m1 plus m. So we can say that these two from this formula. So we can say suspended weights, that is when a weight is suspended, its center of gravity is considered to be at a point of suspension. You all know that if a weight is suspended, then the center of gravity will be concentrated on the weight that is being suspended to the point that it is being suspended. The important point that we need to remember is here is the center of gravity of ship moves towards center of gravity of weight added. Means center of gravity always moves towards the center of gravity of weight added, and center of gravity of ships moves away from center of gravity of any weight distant. If a weight is distant, then center of gravity will move away from it. and center of gravity of ship will move parallel to a shift of center of gravity if any weight moved within ship. If any weight moved within the ship, the center of gravity will move in a parallel to the shift of the center of gravity moved. Then shift of center of gravity of ship in each case will be given by the formula like I mentioned, m1d by m1 plus m, that means by w. Here m1 plus m is total mass. Then other condition is we have discussed. Then with new video I will be coming soon. Thank you.